Hello. Hello. Today is uh, March 10th, 2018. It's my day 1.302. I'm just practicing on the old breathing machine here. I've got 19 days. Might as well call it 18 days. But um, things are progressing. Things are progressing. Not much to talk about. Um, but I did want to, just for the sake of the blog, just do a quick update. Um, like I said, not much going on. Everything is kind of coming together for my surgery, and been kind of quiet, which is kind of nice. I've been practicing doing my breath and a little bit of electrolysis on Monday, and things are just happening. I did have a couple thoughts about what life might be like after surgery, and of course I won't know till I get there, so it's all kind of speculation. But today I did a lot of errand running to get ready for surgery, which again is 18, 19 days away, but I'm thoughts of little things I need to do. And it's one of those things that between the house and the first pit stop, I felt like my voice was so deep and I didn't feel very girly, gender dysphoria, I guess. And then at the second stop, I had to interact with some salespeople, and it was immediately, "Hey, hon, how can I help you, ma'am?" And it kind of instilled some confidence in me. And then I got to the checkout, and I don't know what it was about the checkout machine. I couldn't do it. And there was this really nice guy that was part of the store staff came over and basically mansplained it to me, but I just didn't care. I was like, oh, thank you for explaining it to me. And I just felt so stereotypical female at that point. Stereotypical, not I can't do anything, but, oh, thank you for riding in on your white horse and saving me type stuff. And I was very appreciative and thanked the person for it. But it was one of those things. The next stop, I just had to laugh. I just had to laugh, you know. And with surgery on the horizon, it makes me wonder. You say nothing's going to change other than my body, but this has been something that's been at the front of my brain for a long time, and now it's like coming to a conclusion. It's coming to a head. It's coming to a point, and so part of me is I'm really excited, obviously, as you might guess, but just wondering a little bit today about the afterlife, the after surgery life, the after, and it just makes me wonder. Happily, I might add, but we won't know till I get there. And it's one of those things you want to say, silly. Don't be silly. Nothing is going to change. You're still going to get up the next day and put on your underwear, one leg at a time, like everybody else. But just I don't know. Part of me is thinking something is going to change. I don't know what. Maybe it'll be a load off my mind, and I'm sure there'll be something else to take its place. Will I ever meet someone? Will I ever be sexually active with someone? Could someone ever love me, etc., etc.? That's always there. But today just seemed like it really hit kind of hard. So, and really, that's just about it. We're up the time change, and I think my body's anticipating it a little bit. So I'm gonna call it a night. But I did just want to touch base and just kind of again, things are coming together. Technically, tomorrow will be my last estrogen shot prior to surgery. And then as we get closer and closer, other things will drop off. We'll stop taking progesterone, stop taking um, my vitamin and my fish oil, the oil and whatnot. I mean, it just, I'm glad I figured out the calendar, because it seems like every day for the next so many weeks, it's going to be something to do. It's not just, on the one hand, you want to say, oh, things are happening so quick. And the other hand, you're like, no, they're not. I want them to go faster. And you're like, but I have things I need to do every single day. Or, it seems like it. And then at the same time, you're like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So that's cool. And like I said, it's the last couple of days it's been on my mind. When I go to the grocery store and I'm like, when I have to go to the bathroom, after my surgery, I'm gonna have to sit down. I mean, it's which, you know what I mean? It's like, what's a good way to think of it, or from my point of view, it's like getting into a groove. After I have the surgery, there's some things that were optional before, like sitting down to pee or standing up to pee. I won't have that choice anymore. It'll be, I have to sit down to pee. Feminine wipes, douching and everything else. That's the reality that's on the horizon. And you're like, well, of course, it's always been that way, but now it's days. We went from the 20s to the teens, and before too long, it'll be single digits, I'm sure. So again, exciting, but at the same time, kind of going, okay, but no doubt to it. Another thought today, I spoke with a family member this morning, and I'm beginning to suspect that they don't know how to treat me. They don't know how to interact with me. And it may just be my perception of it, but I just felt like something was more off than usual. And I don't know if maybe the surgery is beginning to settle in. Still a little bit of denial there, but again, it's one of those things. Will they treat me differently? Because I have a vagina instead of a penis. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think so, but from their point of view, this is definitely something that is quasi-permanent. I mean, once they do their thing to my thing, I can't really go back. You know what I mean? It's kind of a one-way door. And I mean, I could detransition, I suppose, and act like I'm I don't know what, but we're not going to go there. But like I said, this morning as I was talking to them, I could tell they were having a hard time. It's like it had finally sunk in. Oh my gosh, this person, I don't know how to treat this person. I don't know how to interact with them. To which you want to say, well, treat me as you treat any other woman. And I'm sure that's a hard thing for them to grasp. But there have been a couple times over the last couple of days. I'll share with you there, and then I won't end it. Where I've walked past my mirror or whatnot, and I just look, and I'm like, I can feel like I'm together, and then I can look down and at my crotch and see the bulge or whatnot, and I'm like, your days are numbered, and what will life be like when it is a complete picture? And I keep on coming back to that idea of it being completed. This is a step that I need to complete me, and that almost sounds like that's the end of it, and I don't necessarily think that's it, but I definitely feel like it's something that needs to happen. It needs to. It'll be aligning everything, which I guess is what it's supposed to be, right? Gender alignment surgery, gender conforming surgery. Hey, now I had a kitty cat in my lap. Kitty cat. So, that's something that's been in my mind lately. What will I look like to myself without the extra baggage, the extra appendage? You know what I mean? And will I treat myself any differently? Will other people treat me differently? Knowing that when I go to the store, like I said today, it was ma'am, she, and her. But the other day something happened, and I think we were at the grocery store, my daughter and I, and something happened, and it just, I'm trying to remember if we interacted with someone else, and I felt somehow like something was wrong because I had a penis. I needed to have a vagina. And we weren't doing something like, compare your vaginas at the store. It was just, it felt out of place. I feel out of place. Does that make any sense? And I think this is going to align that. I really do. We'll find out in like I said, 18, 19 days, we'll find out. But I had a moment the other day which scared me. My body, I think I ate too much acidic stuff, and my body had a really bad reaction to some salad. It was salad, lettuce, tomato, scallions, and vinegar, red vinegar dressing, and a lemon, which is what I normally eat. And I think the acidic was just too much after the chili that I ate. And I just started throwing up, and I felt terrible. I had cramps, my back hurt. And my first thought was the weight. I won't be able to have my surgery because I'm going to gain weight. And that made me angry, and then sad, and then depressed, and then I was afraid. And luckily I got it under control, and I've cut back a lot of my vinegar and lemon juice and everything. And keep telling myself, 18 more days, or 19 more days, 18 more days, and that's just going to get less and less and less. And I made my daughter, she wanted steak, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese, okay? And, those are three things I haven't eaten in over a year. I haven't eaten them. Haven't been allowed to eat meat. And as vegetables go, potatoes, not the most nutrient dense. It's better than nothing, but it's carbohydrates, empty carbohydrate. Better than bread, but still. And then mac and cheese. Oh, it's a starch. It's noodles and fat and salt and butter. And I mean, three things I can't have. And it just smelled so good. And I was like, 20 more days at the time. It was 20 more days. I'm like, 20 more days. Just wait 20 more days. And that's the kind of thing I think you probably, if someone was to hear it, they probably would think I'm thinking about something sexual, going to have sex or something. And that's not it at all. It's things like food or dressing. And this morning, as I was walking to between the car and the grocery store, I passed 2 or 3 little toddler units, as a mom or a mom and a father and a toddler, or 2 toddlers and a mom. And I just, as I walked by, I had that little, ooh, little baby, that flutter. And there was just something that in the back of my mind, it's like, but you have a penis, and I'm like, but what does that have to do with it? And then I'm like, but no, in 20 days, you won't. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's like a feeling of feeling incomplete. And I don't feel that way about anyone else. This is an individual choice. I'm only speaking for myself. I feel incomplete myself, for myself, about myself. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to with this surgery, is to feel complete, is to feel together, even though it may lead to other untogetherness. But anyway, well, I think I will cut it off early, or cut it off. I hope you all are doing wonderful in your journey, and we will keep on trucking and keep on doing our breathing exercises. And it's like I said, some days go by quick, some days go by slow, but I guess so long as they progress over time, we can't complain too much. So now I'm feeling sad. Welcome to the world of womanhood, right? Oh, you gonna come back? Another kitty cat gonna hop up here. All right, take care, my friends, and we'll catch up with you next time. All right, bye bye.